Alright, good morning Drive Radio fans. I'm your host John Rush. We're going to do a quick review, mainly because we're running short on time this morning. This press car has to go back right away, so we're going to slip this in real fast before it does. But 2014 Rogue, which is Nissan's version of a 7-passenger crossover, I would call this. Not necessarily an SUV, more of a crossover. 2.5 liter 4-cylinder engine. We've averaged about 28 miles to the gallon around town. Great little car. Actually, my kids up in Canada actually own one of these, and they found it to be a very suitable car for a family. It works great. The power, you wouldn't think on this size of a car the 4-cylinder would be that well. Would do that well power-wise, I mean, but it actually works extremely well. It's a nice car, nice size. It works really well. Richard, come along. It's just real quick on this. And again, this will be a quicker review. I apologize, but we're out of time this morning. Typically we've got more time to do this, but we were surprised this morning by the guys coming to get it. And you can see there's lots of room here in the back. And we've got back seats that you can actually flip up. These are not huge seats. You're not going to put, you know, a lot of people in this seat. You can see, look down here, Richard, and see there's not a lot of leg room. This really is for very, you know, kids, very small adults. That's the one downside to this car I do not like, is there's not a lot of leg room here in the back. It really is more of a 5-passenger vehicle with some cargo room in the back, with the ability to add some passengers if you need to. So I apologize, we're not going to do a lot of other interior things on this car. We're going to take a quick test drive. We'll head back, and that'll be the end of the review for today. Okay fans, we're going to do the driving portion, and again, I won't come back in and do the interior portion like we normally do. We're just going to drive it, show you what's going on, and this will be a really short review. Real quick, it does have a backup camera in this particular model, so you can see that here, and it tells you where you're actually going to steer, which a lot of the fancier cars don't even have. So that's kind of a nice feature this car has. Easy nav, etc., dual climate control. This car does not have leather. This is just a cloth interior car, which again, for the price, $29,000, not a bad car. Here's your radio. We can click over to it. We're on the nav portion now, but I can click over to the radio portion. Interior features are pretty, pretty standard. Again, nothing fancy. This car is not a luxury vehicle, but the apportionments in it for the price, it's a very suitable car, very decent car for the money. So there's nothing wrong with it. Ride quality is good. I've driven this car solid for the past week. Interior noise is adequate. I wouldn't say that it's super quiet, but it's also not super noisy. It actually works extremely well. Again, I talked earlier, the 4-cylinder engine, plenty of power, good fuel economy. I've had no problem passing anybody, doing what I need to do as far as that goes, you know, getting around traffic, etc. Stop and go traffic, it works well. One thing this car has that's really a cool feature for 29 grand is lane departure warning, which actually works extremely well. It'll tell you when you're getting out of your lane. It gives you a beeping warning, lets you know that you're getting out of your lane. That part works extremely well. I like that. Again, for the price, Nissan does a very great job for the price on that end of things. So it's got some creature comforts and some driving things in it that you won't find in a lot of other cars for the money. So that part of it works great. This is an all-wheel drive version, so for us here in Colorado with our snowy weather, that'd be a great option. And again, my kids up in Winnipeg, they've got the same vehicle. They love it. It works good, and they've got an older model of this, so they don't even have a 2014 model, and they really enjoy the car. So Nissan builds a great car. This vehicle does have the Cvt transmission, which you can hear us driving it. You really don't even notice that it has a CVT until you really are on it trying to pass somebody. You can hear the engine actually rev up at that point, but and I can do that right now. You notice there's really no shift points there. They've put some soft shift points in that they've programmed into the Cvt transmission. And we talk a lot about CVTs on our radio show, by the way. And yeah, and on top of this, I should say this, Richard does all the time, you can catch us every Saturday, 10 o'clock until 1 p.m., 10 a.m. to 1 p.m., AM 560, The Source. You can actually stream us online. You can watch us live now. I've actually got that put onto our Drive Radio website, so drive-radio.com. You can actually go there, watch our YouTubes that we've got on there. As far as our show itself is concerned, on Saturdays we will stream the show live on our website, so you'll be able to see that there. But I encourage you, continue to watch, subscribe to our channel, let us know what you want to see, drop us some emails, do whatever you need to communicate with us. But this is a great car, 2014 Nissan Rogue. Go test drive one of these at your local Nissan dealer. Tell them John and Richard Rush from Drive Radio sent you.